The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is CNEagles.com. I'm the voice of the Eagles Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, we debut the 2014-15 schedule today and a solid slate of tough opponents for your Carson-Newman Eagles. What was your overall thought process when you put this schedule together?
Well, first of all, we knew that we were almost starting a new book, so to speak, with our program, but we wanted to challenge our young team early and often, and so we went up there and put together what I believe is the toughest schedule on paper we've had in the time I've been head coach here.
Start out, Mount Olive, Barton on the road. Both of those teams are Conference Carolina clubs that you could see in the NCAA tournament at the end of the season. A Final Four participant, USC Aiken, here at Holt Fieldhouse on a Saturday in November. On the road at Johnson C. Smith. The non-conference schedule is loaded. Is there a game that sticks out to you?
Well, obviously, USC Aiken's been one of the better teams in this region the last several years, and having made it as far as they did in the Division II national tournament, it'll be a challenge. But anytime you have to go to Clayton St down in Atlanta, Johnson C. Smith, obviously in Charlotte, and then Barton and Mount Olive in that classic, there's no there's no rest for the weary. We just have to go in there and use these great games as a way to get us experience and let our kids sort of come to terms with what the reality is of Division II competition.
Last year, for the non-conference schedule at least, you didn't leave the friendly confines of Holt Fieldhouse for the first month of the season. This year you start out 3 straight road games at the 45-second Classic at Barton, then a road rivalry game against Tusculum. How do you have to steel yourselves as a team for that opening 3-game stretch?
Well, we're going to do preseason work has been good. Once we start official practice, we'll be probably being more aggressive than we've ever been as far as trying to get more 5-on-5 competitive situations. But then our scrimmages are all going to be on the road, trying to get us sort of tested and prepared for that kind of situation. But nothing really changes necessarily in our overall process. We're trying to reestablish our culture, redefine roles, and really sort of redefine how we're going to put the ball in the basket a little bit. Defense, we'll always do what we do, but I think just sort of a combination of all those factors will hopefully set us up as we head to Barton.
If you had to pick, if a Carson-Newman fan is back in Jefferson City for one weekend and they have to attend one men's basketball game, when do you want them in Holt Fieldhouse?
Well, obviously we have the natural rivalries with both Tusculum and Lincoln Memorial. Off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly what those dates are, but anytime you get those rivalry games, it's nice when Holt can be full. But I think if from a fan's perspective, if you want to see some really high-level competitive action, then I think any of our games bring that to it.
Yeah, USC Aiken certainly at the tail end of November from a non-conference perspective, and open up the home conference slate against Coker, the team that knocked you out of the SAC tournament last year. Yeah,
well, like I said, Aiken has arguably been one of the better, if not the best, team in our region the last several years, and so that'll be a great challenge. And then, of course, Coker. Coker broke our hearts last year in the SAC tournament. We were still able to advance into the NCAA tournament with that at-large bid, but getting to have them here in our first home conference game, that'll be a big extra motivation type game for us, I'm sure.
How do you use that tough non-conference schedule to set you up for conference play?
We just stay right with our processes. It's a long season. We know we've got a young team. We'll be doing more teaching, more daily hands-on work, trying to get guys to understand that you have to have poise to handle the adversity, whether it be positive or negative. We have to have self-discipline to sort of get the rest, take care of our bodies, and we're really playing for that postseason. So, where maybe in the last couple years we've had a different kind of team, this year we've got a young and experienced team. We've got to be really sort of maybe more focused on our processes rather than outcomes.
Chuck, pleasure as always, and good luck this year.
Great, thanks, Adam.
Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. I'm the voice of the Eagles Adam Cavalier, and this is CNEagles.com.